If I made hundreds of thousands of dollars a month and couldn't pay my bills, you'd probably think I was crazy, right? But that's literally happening to Tara's world right now, and she's not the only one. I had an influencer DM me once for financial help, and she was making $50,000 a month, okay? That is somebody's annual salary, and she is making it every month. But she was still in hundreds of thousands of dollars of credit card debt. And part of the reason this was happening is she was spending like her job didn't have an expiration date. And for most influencers, it does. Like they have the same kind of career path as a pro athlete would. You're only relevant for so long. And that's why so many of them end up back at a 9-to-5 job after living what everybody thought was the dream life. But the saddest part about all of this is they could have been financially free right now. They were making fuck you money. Let's say Tara's world, based on what I'm seeing online, this could be wrong, but let's say she was making $300,000 a month on OF. Let's say she was doing this for the last 5 years. If she spent $30,000 a month and invested the rest, that would mean over the last 5 years, she would have invested over $16 million. But wait, because when you invest, it's not just your money that goes into it, your money grows and compounds for you. So even at a modest 7% return, she'd have about $19 million invested today. Using the 4% rule, that's more than $750,000 a year that she could spend for the rest of her life without running out of money, which is like 63 grand a month. And you're probably thinking, oh my God, everyone who doesn't do this is so stupid, but it's not just about the math, because if you didn't grow up rich, if you grew up in scarcity, if you grew up in poverty, you've lived your life seeing $100 in your checking account and feeling like that's normal, you will subconsciously spend until you get back to what feels familiar. So if you feel comfortable seeing $100 in your checking account and you have $1 million in there, you don't have any financial anxiety until you reach that $100 point. That is what I call your financial set point, and that is what most people are not updating when they start making more money, and that's why they go back to their baseline. So yeah, Tara's story blew up because it's dramatic, and maybe it's just a story, maybe it's not actually true, but I see this over and over and over again. It is happening everywhere, just with smaller numbers. So until you learn how to raise your financial set point, more money is not going to solve your problems. It's actually just going to make your mistakes more expensive.